There are many paradigms for classifying personality types. Some say there are four personality types, others say it could be 8, 12, or 16. But one of the most well known is the Myers-Briggs, which break down our personality into a series of cognitive functions where some are dominant over others. So they have developed the different types of personalities. Personality types. So let's define how many or what kind of personality types we have. As we have said that there are many paradigms for classifying the personality types, but however a new study has challenged all these existing paradigms. In 2018, researchers led by Northwestern University's Lewis Amaral published their findings from a 1.5 million persons global study, and the study synthesized responses from a questionnaire that extracted personality and trait data from participants around the globe and developed four different type of personalities after their research. So let's see how they did the research and what was the paradigm of classifying the personality types. The new paradigm basically was dependent on the five human traits which we have discussed already. So let's discuss how they have developed these personality types depending on the five human traits. As we know that in the field of psychology there are five higher order and widely accepted personality traits, which is neurotism, extraversion, openness, agreeableness, and consciousness. So these researchers use these personality traits to help cluster their findings and develop the types of personality. So let's discuss these are five traits and their characteristics, and then we will develop the personality types in this presentation. And the first one is neurotism. So these are the individuals who score high on neurotisms are more likely than average to be moody and to experience such feelings as anxiety, worriness, fear, anger, frustration, envy, jealousness, guilt, depressed mood, and loneliness. So people who score high on these are awkward, pessimistic, fearful, self-critical, unconfident, or non-confident, insecure, and oversensitive. And people who score low on these are more confident, sure of themselves, brave, and unencumbered by worry. So they don't take the worriness too much. So these were the characteristics of the people who are classified as, or they have the traits of neuroticism. The next trait is extraversion. So these are the individuals who score high in extraversions are more likely to be outgoing, social, and certain of attention. So they enjoy being with people, participating in social gatherings, and are full of energy. So these the person who are low in extroversions are usually called introversion. So a person who are low in extroversion is less outgoing and is more comfortable working alone. So people who are on the higher side of extroversion score are more sociable, assertive, marry are happy, energetic, articulate, affectionate, and socially confident. And the people who are the lower score sides are shy, and then, like I said, introspective and thoughtful, and overall reserved with self-expression. So these are the two both sides of this. The next trait is the openness. Individuals who score high in openness are typically very intellectual, curious, and exhibit high emotional intelligence. So openness involves six facets or dimensions, including active imagination or fantasy, aesthetic sense, assertiveness, to inner, I'm sorry, attentiveness to the inner feelings, preference for variety, and intellectual curiosity. So these are the few of the dimension of the people who have the openness trait. So high scoring individuals tend to be original, daring, clever, insightful, curious, intelligent, and but they are complex and deep. So but on the other side, the low scoring individuals tend to be routine based, less abstract, stick with what they know, and what is comfortable, so they will live in their comfort zone, so they don't take any risks. If you see the picture, you can see the different traits, and high and the low are on the middle side of the openness people. Okay, the next trait of the person is agreeableness. So individuals who score high in agreeableness are typical well-tempered and tend to err on side of compassion and empathy, and over suspicions and cynicism. It is also a measure of one's trusting and helpful nature, and whether a person is generally well tempered or not. So people who have a high agreeableness are often seen as naive or submissive. So low agreeableness are often competitive and challenging people, which can be seen as argumentative or untrustworthy. And high scoring people are usually altruistic, trusting, patient, tactful, sensitive, unselfish, well liked and respected. And where people who are on the low sides are colossals. Colossal mean they are heartless, or they are and then rude, ill-tempered and sarcastic and antagonistic. So these are the characteristic of the people who have the traits of agreeableness. And if you see the pictures, like sympathy or modesty or cooperation or the morality, these they are also show there the scoring sides. Okay, then come the consciousness. People with highly score consciousness individuals are typical very efficient and organized. They have the tendency to be dependable, show self-discipline, act dutifully, aim for achievements, and prefer planned rather than spontaneous behavior. So they have very planned behavior, so they are good planner. High consciousness is often perceived as being stubborn and focused, and the low consciousness is associated with the flexibility and spontaneity, and but can also appear as sloppiness and the lack of reliability. So let's see people who have high score individual, what kind of characteristics they could have. They are more leadership qualities, and energetic, reliable, ambitious, persistent, and hardworking and resourceful. And on the other side, which people who have low scoring individuals are the procrastinations, because they are maybe lazy, impulsive, headstrong, and hasty. These are with their decisions, so they are not ready with their doing the decision, or they are very quick in doing the decisions. After going through these all five major traits of a person, which usually called five bigs. So on the basis of those, in this research has classified the personality types into four types. One is like self-centered, average, reserved, and role model. So using these traits which are discussed previously, we have defined as defined variables. Researchers uncovered that there are four distinct personality clusters or types. Like I said, they are self-centered, average, reserved, or role model. So let's see what they are. So people who are classified or typed self-centered are high in extraversion, tending to be very socially confident, energetic, and outgoing. But on the other side, low in openness, agreeableness, and consciousness, and tending to be impulsive, headstrong, ill-tempered, and cautious, like cold-hearted, and routine-based. So typical self-serving at the expense of others. So this is their major thing, that they always looking for their own. And on serving, I mean, they are looking like it is like they are self-centered, so at the even at the expense of others. So likelihood is to be self-centered decreases with the age. As you grow, you become less self-centered, and you look around the people for the others, for other. uh, By seeing the graph, you can find out that in what trait they have above average, and in what they are like the below average. Or the next type is the average. They are most common personality types around. They are usually high in neurotism, and extraversion tend to be more sociable, assertive, pessimistic, and oversensitive. But at the same time, if they are low in openness, tending to be more routine based and less open to abstraction, tend to seek attention but are not overly intellectual, curious. So usually, according to research, the more females are falling in this category of personality type. Next personality type, according to this study, is reserved personality. So higher states of agreeableness and consciousness, and they are tending to be more trusting, sensitive, well liked, and reliable. But on the same time, they are on the lower side of openness and neurotism, and tending to stay the course with confidence. Emotionally stable, somewhat extroverted but not overly so. This is another type of uh, personality, which is based on the five big traits. The next type is the role models personality. They are like in high in extroversion, openness, agreeableness, and consciousness, and tending to exhibit qualities that evoke respect and admire leadership. Lower in neurotism, tending to be more confident, brave, taking calculated risk. They are dependable, open to new ideas, strong leaderships, and according to research, more women are than men in this category are the types of personality. So likelihood to be role model increase with the age. As they grow, they become more mature and become more act like more as a role models. At the end of the lecture, let's see what kind of personality types you have. So if you use these questions on the outside of this chart to determine that four letters of your Myers-Briggs types. So for each pair of letters, choose the side that seem most neutral, natural to you, even if you don't agree with every description. So this is like for your exercise. So if you want to do it to find out that what type of personality you are. Like you are extroversion, introversion, thinker, and feelers. So these are the different sets of characteristics you have to find out your own personality. I hope you like the explanation or my presentation about the personality type according to the new research. So if you have any question, please let me know, and thanks for your time.